Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first race of our Manor career mode. We are here in Australia. As you can see, we are just going straight on to the formation lap. We are in 21st because you may have seen the qualifying video. We qualified in 17th, but unfortunately we had a fight, like for our first race we had a 5-place grid penalty for multiple warnings on exceeding track limits, which is just a complete load of wank. So yeah, we'll be in 21st. We gotta finish 20th or above and finish ahead of Pascal Wehrlein. So without further ado, we're back on. We're just gonna move on from the formation lab. 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go here in Australia. Oh, we got to finish with 90th. Oh, there's a bit of a squabble here. We got off to a good start. We've overtook Wehrlein. We could take over a pack of cars. Oh, it's going to be so tight. Oh, there's contact. We lose a bit of our front wing due to a collision with Jensen Button, who's going to go around the outside of us again. Gutierrez coming up behind us as well. So Wehrlein spun somewhere. He must have spun in the first corner. So we do a bit of a nosedive going to the corner, taking 2 positions, and we are up into 16th. So next up for us is Marcus Ericsson, and we go a bit wide, so we slide there a bit, so we may lose a bit of time on Marcus Ericsson. So we are in a bit of a Sauber sandwich with Nazar behind us, Ericsson in front of us. Right, I've been asked by the team, see if we can change strategy. Go for a free stop, but no. Nope, we're going to keep to our strategy. The strategy that we was given at the beginning of this race, we're going to stick to that for now. I don't really want to pit first lap. That's really, if I pit, obviously if you pit in the first lap of the race, that's pretty much your race over. That'll drop me a hell of a lot. It won't be that because I don't know where Wehrlein is, because he did spin out. There he is. I can slightly see him, like he was faded out going into like the S turn just at the end of sector 2. So we're going to get the slipstream of Marcus Ericsson. We're going to go down for the inside and completely overtake on Marcus Ericsson. So next up for us is Roman Grosjean, and I think Kevin Magnussen. Yep, Magnussen just in front of him, and we could start to chase the pack. Wow, well, decent start to this race. Oh, we go wide again. Bloody hell, that's twice. And we went in the wider. So our teammate Pascal Wehrlein, he's in the pits, so he must have had some major front wing damage or puncture. I don't know. Because like the only ridiculous thing is, like, the only way you can talk to your team, like you can hear your team talk, is like if you have your headset on. Because if you don't have your headset on, like, it says like a tick, but you don't hear what they say. It's ridiculous, really. You don't even hear them for your controls and that, which sort of annoys me. So I don't know what they're saying. Right, so anyway, we're still in P15. We're still trying to catch up to Grosjean and Magnussen. We're starting to build a gap on Nazar. Hamilton is leading the Australian Grand Prix. Why are they telling me to pit? I told them I'm staying on the strategy. Let's check the weather report. I believe it's going to be like sunny throughout the whole race, so we'll be alright. Wet compounds or intermediates will not be needed in this race, I hope. So we're still trying to close up now. Felipe Nazar is still behind us by quite a bit. Wehrlein is behind us by quite a bit as he pitted in the first lap, and we're still trying to catch up to Grosjean and Magnussen. So we'll be forwarding in towards lap 6 now, as nothing's been happening in the last 3 laps. But as you can see, some cars are coming in the pits. We just overtook one, so we're up to 14th. It's Daniel Ricciardo Daniel Ricciardo is in the pits. He's in 13th. So we could possibly may catch up to him. There's yellow flags up there. Oh, hang on. What is this? What is that? Right. We're just going to get the flashbacks on, but no, like, we're just going to bring back to where he was before. Right, second time lucky. See if we can squeeze past him this time and overtake Ricciardo at the same time. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's Rosberg that's holding everybody up. All stuck in that one corner. So we, ladies and gentlemen, we are in P8. We're in P8. Oh, my God. We forward in the race on a bit. We're into lap 7. I still can't believe what happened there, like, and like no one's out of a race, so I don't know what happened there. Rosberg, I think it was Rosberg that was the main main reason why there was a massive pile up in that corner, and no one, shockingly, shockingly, no one is out of the race. So Alonso's in P7. We're still in P8. We just been given a 3-second time penalty. Why did we corner cut? Why did we corner cut? God, can't do anything. Right, should we try again? I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, like maybe in the Bahrain Grand Prix or the Chinese Grand Prix, I will take after those. I will take flashbacks off. I'm just using flashbacks for now, so I can get used to the game and that. Right, so we're headed into the pits now. Perez goes flying past us. I think Raikkonen's staying out as well. Yes, he is. So we're gonna drop down to 10th. Eventually, Raikkonen just flies past. But we had to have a longer stop, because we had to fit the front wing as well, surprisingly. So we're down to 12. So as I see the top of the screen, both of the Mercedes are out. Rosberg and Hamilton. Hamilton was the race leader, and now he's out of a race. So is Nico Rosberg, and so is our teammate Pascal Wehrlein. Unbelievable. This is where it all this corner was where it all happened. So we're just gonna quickly check through all of our strategies. Probably might need to take fuel down a notch. So now our chase is on for Danny Kvyat. And I may be quiet for some points of this video. I apologise. It's just basically me just trying to concentrate so I can catch up and see if we can get back in the points again. Because to be honest, obviously I wouldn't want it as like a one-off chance, like opportunity. My God, what was that? It was like a piece of carburetor just in mid-air through that area. I don't know where that's come from. Right, so we're up into 11th now because we got past the point where Lewis Hamilton went out of a race. I'm not sure whether it was like a mechanical failure or terminal damage, but who cares? We're in 11th, so we're closing up. We're closing up now to Nasser and Kvyat, who are in 9th and 10th, to see if we can get into the points. So yeah, like I said, if I'm quiet for most of this video, I apologise. I'm just literally gonna really concentrate on this race because I want like the first race for me to get off to a decent start with Manor. Even if I get 1 point or just finish outside the points, I just really want to concentrate so I can keep that momentum going as I go into the next race, which will be Bahrain. And that video will be the same setup as what it was in here. Obviously, like with this, I did practice and qualifying on one video and I've done the race on another video. I apologise for that. Basically, I would put it all on the same video, but it goes over the time that I can record, but I can't edit it. I can't edit it a lot, because like, I can only do certain split, like clip splits, and, like cutting them out, making it short as possible. I can't do that, unfortunately, because literally throughout this whole video, like, because I do this via SHAREfactory, as you'll probably see in the description down below. It can only edit like certain points. I literally had to like upload clips every 15 minutes to be able to bring it onto here and edit it and try and make it in one whole video. But unfortunately, like I said, that's going to be the setup. Practice and qualifying is going to be on one video, because it takes about like 40 to 50 minutes. Because like, well, some might do, some might be less, might even be 30 minutes, because basically, like, obviously with practices they bring in the programs. But I'm going to quiet down a minute, because we are really closing up to Felipe Nasr for 10th place. We're going to dive down the inside. He locks up. We go into the inside and go into 10th place. We are in the points now. So hopefully this time we can catch up to Danny Kvyat. And would you believe it, guys? Nico Hulkenberg is leading the Australian Grand Prix. But I think he probably might have lost in that, because I presume Sebastian Vettel, who just posted the fastest lap, as you saw at the top of my screen, I presume he's second, because I saw like Hulkenberg crossing the line and there was someone right behind him, so I presume it was Sebastian Vettel. So yeah, as I was saying, but the race, it's 50%, so it takes about 40 to 50 minutes depending on who I'm racing, like where I'm racing. Monaco would probably literally take the piece, because it's a short track, so it's going to be even longer. So that means my video, so that will definitely be a practice qualifying race different video. But like I said, like when I take off flashbacks, say like if I crash out or get a penalty, then I would have to take it. I'm literally going to do it as professional as I can be. So yeah. So hopefully you guys can stay tuned to my channel for some more F1 career mode. Obviously this video isn't over yet. We still got, of this recording, we've got another 15 minutes. No, not 15. Sorry, I haven't done maths in a while. 4 years. We have now got 24 minutes of this video, of this recording. So hopefully we can get some. Obviously, like, the race will finish at that point, but hopefully by that point we can finish in the points. Right, so we're still in P10. We're still quite a while behind Danny Kvyat. Let's check our tyres. They're not worn. I just got to watch that left front, because it's in the 30s now, whereas my left rear, my right rear and my right front tyres are only in the 20s. So I have to keep an eye on that. Forwarding onto the race a bit, so we are now in lap 13, when, as you can see, Sergio Perez, I believe, is now in the pit, so we will be going up into 9th place, and we've been asked to change our strategy to pit the lap just gone. But no, we're going to keep to our same strategy. We pit in 2 laps time, and we'll be going on to the soft compound tyres. Right, so now we're up into 9th, so hopefully we can keep there. Oh no, we're going a bit wide, just like we did in the first 2 laps. Thank God. We're literally like before doing this career mode, I had like practice races. I did Australia, and like there was this one. I was Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo, and literally through that corner, for the first 2 or 3 times, I couldn't even get past. That you go on there, and and my car just like pretty much spins off. Because I've got this on simulation damage, so it makes it even more harder. But it's to make it more. But I only did that because I want the game to look more realistic, if you get what I mean. So yeah, we're in 9th. We're behind Danny Kvyat again, just like when we was in 10th. But now Kvyat's going to 8th. But Kvyat is in the pits. So here we go. Can we go up? It's like we go up into 8th place. Hulkenberg, he did pit, so I presume he did pit because he's down into 7th. One moment when we saw earlier on in the race, he was leading the Grand Prix, but now he is down into 7th. We are up into 8th now. We got Perez behind us, but he may overtake us soon because we are going into the pits this lap, as it's shown in our strategy. So now forward it on a bit. Literally, I was on pause for a little moment because basically my controller disconnected, so I had to switch on my other one. So yeah, we got to pit this lap, we just got to try build a bigger gap as possible. Obviously, though, we won't be able to Perez, but to just keep us in the points. That little piece of carburetor is still in midair. I'm surprised there isn't a safety car out for that. But Felipe Massa is now leading the Grand Prix. This race is getting quite dramatic. Not bad for my first race on career mode. We've had so far we have had Rosberg and Hamilton out of a race. We've got Pascal Wehrlein out. But no, we're not going to pit this lap. When do we pit? Right, my left front is in the 60s, whereas my left rear is on my 50s, and my right side of tyres are in the 40s. So we really need to be aware of this. It's 16 to 17, so we'll be pitting this lap. Oh, Perez! He went for it. And I presume Kimi Räikkönen came into the pit as well, because he's now down in 7th. And I presume that is him up front. So can we catch up to him? I don't know. Yeah, 16 to 17 pit window. So we're pitting in now. And we will come out in 10th. So that's still good. Because even though, like, if we pit, we will still be in the points. Just keeping an eye on Perez because since he tried to make that cheeky move in that one corner when he nearly wiped us out as well. So now we're coming towards the last few corners now. Just keep on track. We need to slide a little bit of lock up. Just change strategy, but not. I don't need to change strategy, I'm coming into the pits anyway. So Perez will go flying past us now. So we are in 9th. Kvyat pitted as well, because he's now in 10th. Yeah, we saw earlier that Kvyat pitted. But now we will be behind him again. As we fit the soft compound tyres. So we're now in 10th. Gutierrez is 11th. But we're miles ahead, so we have got nothing to worry about. So yeah, we are in P10. We are in a possible chance of finishing in the points, which will be very good. So yep, continuing. continue on to the race. We are now in lap 19. So and Sergio Perez is now out of the race. He's ahead of us. So we will be going up into 9th. Unbelievable. We could be further into the points. Further on to the race from lap 20. NASA's behind us. But he's out of the race as well. Unbelievable. So we will get a bigger gap to 10th place, Carlos Sainz. Unbelievable. We're in the last 10 laps of this Australian Grand Prix. And we can have a possible chance, well, as it stands, major possible chance of finishing in the points. Can we do that? We are, because we're 20 odd seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz. But I don't really want to say anything yet, because like I said, we still got 9 laps now. So there's a possibility of us mucking up going into the last few laps. But if I do finish in the points, that would be a perfect start to the Manor career. Normally they would join a career mode and say like, oh, like he's not going to finish in the points. Well, they thought wrong, because I am in the points. And we just gone past NASA. So that's where he retired. Well, it says he's retired like a lap ago, but his car's still there. I thought they'd be gone by now. Right, so we're 28 seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz. This is really good. This looks really promising for us to be able to finish in the points, getting off to quite a good start to this championship. But again, decent points, not just for us, but for Manor as well. Because in their history, as I was saying in real life, they only got a total of 2 points. Won by Jules Bianchi in 2014, was it? Yeah, 2014, and then in 2016 it was Pascal Wehrlein in Austria. So can I follow in the footsteps of Manor, finishing in the points but getting a better placed finish? We'll have to wait and see. Danny Kvyat is still ahead of us. He's ahead of us by 12 seconds. So we may have a minor possibility of finishing ahead of Danny Kvyat. So it'll be good. We'll finish in between the two Toro Rossos. And he said Sauber. Whoops. But it's good to see that we are in the points and we have a possible chance of doing so. Right, so we're coming into the last few corners of the 22nd lap in this Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne. We'll just have a quick look at our fuel strategy. We've got 1.93 laps worth of fuel, but we're just going to keep to standard for now. Because if I use rich for the rest of the race, that will be the fuel gone. And that will cost us the race. I don't really want that. Nobody really wants that, especially in the last 7 laps now of a Grand Prix. You don't want to muck this up already. You just want to keep there. Right, so furthering on, we're into lap 27, but we got majorly wide. We slide out, and we've now got 16 drivers racing. Someone's gone out of the race. I don't know who it is because I lost the broadcast. But I lost part of the recording. So we will have a check after the race and see who was that driver that's gone out of the race that was ahead of us as well. And for us to go into 8th place. We've been called in for another pit stop to fit on, I believe, another set of soft compound tyres, unless we're going on to the medium set like everyone else has. But I don't know. We're going to go into the pits now, slide in, but no, we're going for the super softs, the super soft compound tyres, as we're going to go for the last 2 laps now of this Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz is coming up now, so it's going to be a real battle for 8th place, as we got another 2 drivers behind Sainz as well. So hopefully we will not mess this up. I don't want to mess this up. We're in the points for Manor. I don't want to throw this away in the last 2 laps. Right, we're 30 odd seconds now behind Danny Kvyat, so there goes our chance to finish in 7th place unless Kvyat retires or crashes out. 41 seconds now. And we're now 2 seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz. I told you, never get your hopes up, because you don't know what's going to happen in the last few laps. Because basically what happened to me, because the only reason I lost time to Sainz, obviously I had to change my pit strategy, because my tyres, especially my left front, was getting extremely worn. So I had to be aware of that, but it was into the 90s, so I came into the pit. I was like, hey, let's change, even though there's 3 laps left of the race, let's change to another compound. And they put me on the super softs, which I was really surprised, because obviously I see that everyone is on the medium set of tyres, but I think by the looks of it, I'm the only driver that's on the super softs. But I'm not going to argue against it. I'm just going to concentrate on finishing this Grand Prix. That's what I want to do. I want to finish in the points of Manor, get off to a decent start in this career mode, and then we'll see where it leads off with many races to come. Right, I may be quiet for a bit, guys, because I'm just basically trying to concentrate. And Felipe Massa has won the Australian Grand Prix. Quite a dramatic race this has been. Obviously, we've seen the 2 Mercedes out, so they weren't going to win the race. So the positions changed every so often. But we had Hulkenberg in first, we had Vettel in first, and then we had Massa, who's now gone on to win the race. I believe Williams had a 1-2, as I think Valtteri Bottas finished on the podium place as well, with Sebastian Vettel. I think, I don't know, we'll have to see at the end of this race. But right now I want to concentrate. With 3 seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz in 8th place. We're coming into the last few corners now. Hopefully we won't throw this away. We don't want to throw this away. We had a bit of a lock up in the right front. We're going into the last 3 corners now. Turning in nice and perfectly, following the race line. We're going to turn into the second to last corner. We did not lock up as we go into the last corner now. Are we going to are we not going to muck this up? We don't muck this up. We're going on the last straight now, and we take 8th in this Australian Grand Prix. Unbelievable. We have taken our first points in our first race of our career mode. Brilliant start. So yeah, Mercedes did win, because as you see the team celebrating, as Felipe Massa, who won the Grand Prix. Another Williams did finish on the podium, but I'm not sure if that's 2nd or 3rd for Williams as well. So both of their drivers finished on the podium. So good driving by then. There's Romain Grosjean, who just missed out on the point. Unlucky to him. First race for Haas, and they finished down the points. Williams did get a 1-2, and Max Verstappen got on the podium as well. I thought it was Sebastian Vettel. So I don't know what happened to Vettel, because he was winning the race at one point. So I don't know, did Vettel finish just outside? Did he finish just outside of the podiums? I don't know. So after this, like champagnes from all the podium drivers, we are going to see how the result turned out. Obviously we finished 8th, Kvyat 7th, Sainz 9th, but no, where's Vettel? Raikkonen got 4th, he had a 5-second penalty, so he got dropped out of the podium place. Hulkenberg got 5th, Alonso 6th, Kvyat 7th, we got 8th, Sainz 9th, Button 10th, Grosjean 11th, Gutierrez 12th. That's the top 12. So just gonna flick through because I just so many drivers. There's Ricardo, he finished in 13th, Ericsson 14th, Palmer, Magnussen, there's 16 drivers. Vettel didn't finish. Okay, so it must have been Vettel that was out of a race that we missed out on. And obviously Nasser, Perez, Hamilton, Rosberg and Wehrlein. So it's a good start. So I want to see like what happened. Like, let's go for Ricardo because he had so many penalties. He had a stop-go penalty, as did Kimi Raikkonen. Just flicking through all of it. Yeah, it was terminal damage for Lewis Hamilton and all that. Sebastian Vettel, he was out as well. So 8th in the Drivers' Championship. So next time we will be at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Thank you guys for watching this video and see you next time for some